So we're going to practice this compassion practice, this Metta Bhavana. You might remember there's a quote on the top of your handout that says, "No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another." And that's from Charles Dickens. I quite like that quote. So, it's nurturing for ourselves as well as anyone we bring to mind. That's kind of the aim. So let's settle the body well. Whether you're sitting on a chair, sit nicely on the seat. If you need the support from the back of the chair, you can do. Otherwise, a nice upright quality with the spine. It doesn't need to be rigid. And let your feet settle. Let your heels rest. Let's just take some background noise away. There we go. So the base of the body is nicely resting. You can feel the feet on the floor, you can feel your bottom. And take some conscious exhalations, some deep out breaths. Can you even think of settling a little more, as if you were making a connection into the ground beneath you, or the floors beneath you down into the ground? Maybe with each kind of slightly larger, slightly emphasized out breath, there's that sense of descending down, roots. So you're of the earth, you're part of this planet, that's your birthright. And then the soft ascending of the spine, a gentle sense of ease in your system. It's a very soft, natural balance, or poise if you like. The shoulders can relax there. Think of the shoulder blades settling down and the back of the arms. Let the hands rest where you want them. And you might want to just ease into the head and neck a little. Let the jaw relax. Feel the space at the back of the jaw, and the upper jaw can let go of the lower. A sense of lightness around the mask of the face, the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes, the temples. Again, you might want to take a few sighs and just encourage that easing, that softening. You feel the kind of strength of the support from behind you, from the back body, the kind of broadness of your own back, the strength. And let the front body, the abdomen, the tummy, the chest, the throat, and the face relax. And the musculature of the back is slow twitch. The muscular on the front is a little quicker. We tend to close down when we're vulnerable. We close the front. Or in flight and fight, freeze, flight and fight. So when we're feeling threatened, or things aren't going well for us, so we can allow the support from behind, a soft comforting presence, if you like. And then any compassion work or heart work has the support of the body, a kind of collective system, which we also looked at a little last week. So feel the movement in the abdomen. Relax there if you can, and feel the breath. And the communication through the system comes from softening in the throat, which allows the chest to soften, or the heart center if you like. So there's a quietening and a softening, or I call it an easing of the body. If there's any kind of resistance, it's probably mental. So you can give your kind of mind a little bit of space as well. It's not that thinking necessarily stops, but it might just play there in the background like a radio in another room you've forgotten to turn off. Just chuntering away, and you don't need to give it any heed. You're not resisting anything, but you're not attracting anything either. So you're becoming aware of the feelings and the softening of the body, and allowing a kind of sense of peace and calm and tranquility to arise. There might even be a soft strength and confidence in that. The warmth in the center of the chest or the upper body there. You might want to think of it as a light or a very rich lamp, perhaps a golden light. It can spread the throat and down through the heart and into the lower body. Perhaps you want to sense it as compassion or caring, even as love. Stimulating the feeling of compassion or loving kindness for yourself. If it's useful, you could silently repeat the phrase, "May I be well and happy." May I be well and happy. 4 or 5 times perhaps. A kind of heartfelt tone to the phrase, "May I be well and happy." And that heart feeling, that light if you like, as is the nature of light, will radiate, will spread. Can you just include a sense of or a feeling for a very good friend, somebody you care about a lot? You can bring them to mind. You could almost imagine their presence there in front of you or in the room, in the space somewhere. Think of their good qualities. Feel your connections with them, your liking and respect for them, your caring. And encourage these feelings to grow by repeating, "May they be well, may they be happy." silently to yourself. And you can use the image of the shining light from your heart if that's useful for you, or just the feeling or the warmth. May they be well. May they be happy. Now perhaps as you've gone about your day, you've come across someone, perhaps you see them sometimes, that you neither like nor dislike. Could be a distant colleague at work or somebody behind the counter in the shop, your postman, or something along those lines. You have no particular dislike of or affinity for. They're just someone you come across in your day. For want of a label, perhaps they're neutral to you. You don't know them that well. But we can recognize their humanity. And we can include them in that kind of emanating feelings of metta, of caring and loving kindness. And just as you kind of visualize or sense or feel their presence, or the thought of them, the memory, can you repeat, may they be well, may they be happy, quietly to yourself. And again, you could use the warmth in your heart space or the light. Make it work for yourself. May they be well, may they be happy. And then there may be someone in your circle or field, or that you come across, or has said something that has actually upset you, or someone you're not that keen on, somebody you have a little bit of dislike for, perhaps someone who's rubbed you up the wrong way, makes your teeth grind when you think of them or see them. Trying not to get caught up in the story of that, or the hatred, or the feelings you have. You just recognize that despite their actions or perceived actions, they're human. And you can send the loving kindness or include them in that kind of circle of feeling as well. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be well. May they be happy. And if the warmth you're feeling, the compassion, the love, the loving kindness, is that simple emanation of warmth or light or feeling or sensation, that simply uncovered open-heartedness, that radiance. You can include all those four people: yourself, your friend, or that person dear to you, our neutral body, and the person who makes you bristle, you perhaps dislike. They're all there in that field of emanation, of feeling, of light. It's like turning a light on, it shines indiscriminately. And then if it's shining or radiating like that, you can include everything and everyone. You could think of it as everyone around you, everyone in your neighborhood, in your area, your postcode. Indeed, in the whole town or city, maybe the whole county, dare I say it, the whole country, and emanating out. In all directions, limitlessly, the whole world, even beyond. And just have that sense of including everything in your waves and ripples of loving kindness spreading from your heart. You could say to yourself, if you like, may all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. And finally, just allow that feeling to draw back to the edges of your body, a kind of body-shaped sense of warmth, feeling and loving, back into yourself, becoming aware of the sense of the body, the ease and space, head, throat, belly and heart. Allow yourself to be infused with that loving kindness. Think of it as sensation, warmth. Like a baby being swaddled in a blanket and held close to its caregiver. The softness and gentleness and love of a grandparent looking down at a baby. Imagine looking down at a few hours old baby, or if babies aren't your thing, a puppy or a kitten. Something so dear and so precious. Can you regard yourself like that? Just have a sense of that. If this is a northern expression, but that kind of swaddling of feeling. My grandmother used to say, "You mollycoddle that child." It's a nice phrase, mollycoddle. Soft embrace. Now we began with some easy breaths in the lower body. So just take some relaxed breaths. 6, 8, 10 breaths, whatever it takes. Put yourself back to the sensory feeling body. Allowing yourself to slowly slip out of the practice. Notice how you feel. Sometimes that can be a challenging process. Other times you might have gone in. So without labeling or judging, just acknowledge or accept what you're feeling. However you felt. Just keep that sense of love towards yourself or caring towards yourself. And then stir yourself as you will. You might want to rub your hands and bring your hands to your face or to your heart or somewhere else. And feel free to do something physical. Stretch or yawn as you need, etc.